Hello.
Just having a conversation about mid. I wanted to speak to both of you, just like you two, without Solomon, because not in a violation way, but Solomon is a big talker, and I want to be able to hear both of you, you know, and just see what you think about mid. Basically, I spoke to Johnny. He feels like it's kind of what I feel like as well. Is you know, mid is a good idea, and it was a good idea. It was put together as like an experiment, but it's not really serving its purpose at this point, and it's kind of everyone's doing things in different directions, and it's all just a bit over the place, right? Would you agree with that?
I would definitely agree with that. I mean, I feel like not gonna lie, okay, I'll be real. Mid is mid. Okay?
Yeah, it is absolutely mid.
It's so mid. It's unbelievable. Because like I feel like so the thing is, right? Like you said what it was, and I come into it, and everyone's like, okay, it's this instead. It's just it's this, right? And like so.
Who was it who communicated to you that it was something different to what I did?
I mean, it's the fact that like it was like a group sort of thing, you know. I didn't really. It was like kind of like I come into the place, right? And it's like, okay, everybody, right? We're gonna spy on gangs. And I'm like, okay, but I thought I was helping businesses. Like, what am I with some sort of like knockoff, like what a what's it called, Tom Cruise? I'm like, what's going on?
She's
you know,
so
what's
funny.
going on? Like, hello?
She's so funny.
But you know, not gonna lie, right? It feels like the whole mid thing.
Hold on, thank you for the 12 months.
Because we're all kind of involved for different reasons, right? For me personally, I'm down to help businesses. So is Johnny, right? For example, D, right? He's more so on the side of, okay, this is me. You know, I am mid. This is my life, right? He wants to prove himself. Me and Johnny, we're chilling. Solomon is like, okay, guys, let's get information on gangs. Let's spy on gangs. And me personally, I'm like, to be honest, I don't really care about that. I'll be real. You know,
to be honest, even Solomon isn't doing that. Solomon's like, all right, how do we make money flipping guns and using
like,
clean connections?
Yeah, and like he's on about hitting banks, right? He's like trying to hit banks, like, and it feels like when the whole thing like started, right? Like you were saying, right? It was supposed to be secret. Next thing I know, Mickey is involved. I don't know who that even is, but that's Solomon's friend. Now Solomon's sister's involved as well, apparently. I think. I don't even know. Is she? I don't even know.
No,
like,
I don't think she is.
She
I
is.
don't know.
Yeah, she's got keys to the warehouse and stuff. But
How do I not know?
this is kind of the thing. I think when I remember the day that Solomon and I had a conversation, and he was like, "I'm the guy that's in charge now of mid, and I will communicate."
Yeah.
And that's when I started feeling things changing, because it wasn't just like, you know, I'm gathering information and sharing it with the group. There's like these hierarchies and paths, and now even I haven't even gotten to the idea of the firm yet, that where D and Shlomi and Roz are a part of this other thing called the firm that
Who the
reports
fuck
to
is
mid.
that?
It's Solomon's like idea of how to make different levels.
Is that not mid itself
mid?
though? Like a rebrand?
It's like under mid.
Oh.
It's very complicated, but that's kind of why I wanted to sit down with you and talk about that, because it's a little weird.
Okay, look, I'm gonna make this simple. From this point onwards, mid is no longer a thing. I'm dissolving mid officially right now. Okay. I don't care about what no firm is. I don't want to do any of that shit. Currently, the building's being sold to us anyway, right? The mid building. Mid is mid.
Okay.
I don't want to hear the word mid no more. I don't want to talk about the word mid no more. I want to bring it down to individuals. Okay. So as of right now, as individuals, I would like to see you both still with the Manor, but I want to know where you see yourself sitting with it. I feel like I understand you, Johnny, and I know where you want to be, and that's pretty clear to me. Aaliyah, in terms of individually, I would love for you to be a Manor member and have your own place within your own right. What do you see yourself doing? Like, where do you want to be? Like, tell me what you want to be doing in the city.
I mean, whatever comes my way, really. I mean, I can do businesses, but I don't think whatever, like, you know, whatever, I guess.
I need more than that, though. Like, I genuinely need, like, even if you don't mind doing anything, what is things you enjoy? What's something that you are motivated towards? Like, I don't want to just give you because what happened prior is you got given the name the mid, you was in mid, there wasn't conversations or understanding of what your goals were and stuff like that. I want to understand where you want to go. Like, I know you don't want to be clean no more. Are you looking to try and come into the more gang style of stuff and be front facing, wearing a Manor mask, coming on heists and doing shit like that? Like, what's your
Probably
vision?
not particularly that. I mean, I'm down to businesses and, you know, run businesses, sure. It might be guys say clean, but at the same time, like business license doesn't matter anyways, right? So I'm not particularly like looking around to like run around like I'm this, I'm that. Let me rob you, let me shoot you. Not really, but
Because it's gonna
whatever comes
be
my
a
way.
decision. That is like there's you won't be able to sit at that crossroad. Like conversation I just had with Johnny, right? Is Johnny is wanting to be in Manor, which he has been, but not publicly known to be, because that directly will sacrifice his operations and shit he's got going on. Which means the realization of that is, if someone goes and smokes Johnny tomorrow, Manor can't make a phone call and be like, give your shit back. Manor can't intervene and roll out for it, because immediately then it's shown that he's with us. Obviously, you can get creative. You could reach out to us and be like, yo, I need 30k to hire a hit squad to go and get this person back. Like, we can still work ways around it that doesn't associate it directly with Manor. That's not out of the question. But the realization will be is if you want to be a secret member, then get backs aren't going to be straightforward. If you want to be a front-facing member, if someone steps on you, we step on them, and that's not sitting in the middle of the road. You have to pick one or the other, otherwise it will get messy.
I mean, I don't really see the point in the whole secrecy thing at this point,
For you, it might not have a benefit. For Johnny, I feel like it's important that he has that.
I'll give you an example of how not wearing the flag or not even being associated helps. I bumped into a random guy wearing purple. They had the food court, and went, "Hey, where are you guys based?" And he told me all about how East Side Ballers and Kilo Tray Ballers are moving to Chumash, and that information just got handed to me. If I was Manor, or anybody knew that would not happen. And that's the kind of value that I see in not wearing the flag.
Yeah. And I'm more than happy to, like, as much as it is a bit of a weird one for me, because I come from a place of, if one of my people gets hurt, we're going to do something about it. I'm also willing to adapt to, having to deal with that in new ways in order to, keep you being able to do what you're doing. We just need, if we're going to take on X mid and put them into just the group itself, that decision needs to be made. I think, like I said, it's obvious for Johnny, like, Johnny can just operate as a secret member of the Manor. That's fine, because to be honest with you, out of everyone, you've been the most secret up to this point anyway, right? Like, you haven't blown that cover. I feel like it's been blown by Solomon. People know that with Solomon. Even you said on the phone, right, Aaliyah, that people like have asked you and they have suspicions.
Yeah.
So with you, Aaliyah, it's a bit more difficult. Like, would you want it to be a case of you're in the group, you don't necessarily scream and shout about it, but if a problem arises and someone does some shit to you, we're going to go back it and you're going to say, I'm with the Manor?
Yeah, that'll probably be ideal, really. I mean, I just, at the same time, I kind of wonder, right? Because, I mean, like, I do know you, but I don't really know all of you either, right? Like, I don't really talk too much of you like that. It's just sort of.
But that is also another thing. You don't. If you, that is also another possibility. If you just want to work with us on a pure business thing, you don't have to be a member. You don't have to consider yourself Manor. You can go about doing whatever you do, like, just as yourself, and still continue to work with us on business stuff. But that just won't come with any of the Manor benefits, I guess, of like protection or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that would just be strictly business. If that's what you choose, still love. Like, there's no issue with that. I just want to make sure that everyone's put in a very specific place and it's clear and there's no up in the airs and it's all confusing and shit. Like, if you think it makes more sense to just do business with us and not being in the gang, then run that. I'm more than happy for that. But it's what you want to do.
I got you. I'd say the business side's a bit lackluster for me at the moment, anyways.
I mean, you can't really do business
think
in the city right now, really, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, you can do. You can.
Are business things
don't
getting
need, like-
approved, and can you get storefronts, and can you actually do what your business is?
Like, but like, what does the license even change? Nothing. You don't even get.
But what is it you're
things.
trying to do?
Exactly. I mean, I can help business. I can make one. I can manage one. Sure, but I think in terms of relationship, I think there's more to it than that. I think business is a bit limited, really. So I'd say not just business. Personally,
That's something that. Sorry to cut you off. No, keep going.
Again. Like one.
No, I was gonna say that's something that I'm interested in as well, but I'm kind of using like the foundation of it. So, for example, there's a guy called Sage Carter starting a record label that I have my hands in.
Nice. Johnny is the perfect non-public member.
Restaurant they want to
He needs
open
to
up
stay
in
that way.
Toledo. I'm dabbling with those guys. I'm kind of putting my hands in everything. Just
Johnny
so
knows
when
what he
it
wants. It's
does come
straightforward
up
with
and,
Johnny.
you know, business licenses are a thing, and the bank accounts are all unified. All that stuff. I have my hands in different pies, so to speak.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like with you, Johnny, you know what you want, and that makes it a lot easier. I think you need to kind of think what you want, Aaliyah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not really trying to be like some sort of hang around, I guess, something like that, really. You know, I guess it depends how it goes. Like, I'm down to be more involved in things. I am actually. You know, I'm down to be more than just like more than, oh, there's a business president on 56. You know, like 56. No, I'm down for more than that, right? I'm down for more than that. But same time, I think I have to also get to know you a little better as well. I mean, I do know some of you, you know, but the rest of them I just don't really know. It's not really a problem. I can operate by myself anyway. That's fine, right? It's fine.
I'll be abrupt then. If that's
think
something you want, if you want to pursue that and you want to be more involved in stuff, then if you want the most authentic experience and get to know people, you're better off saying, make me a hang around, let me get to know people, and go about it in the same process everyone else did. I genuinely think you'll get to know people better and be more in tune with what's going on if you do that than if you are unsure. But the way I think there's two options in my head, right, where I see it. I'd say if you want to be involved in a gang life and you want to get your hands dirtier, and Manor is where you want to do that, then try it out as a hang around, get to know people, and run it like the traditional way. Or on the other hand is we keep it like a business relationship. You're not in the Manor, you're not a member of the Manor, we just have a good relationship and we work together when we can. That's the two options in my head. And not everyone in the Manor is like a gangster. We got people who are more, you know, dabble here and there, but they're a bit more on the business mindy stuff and the more clean stuff. But I think you should think on those two options and see which one makes most sense for you.
Yeah, I think I'll think of it. I think my only, I suppose, concerns, right, is I just don't really want to be just another member of your gang. No offense, obviously.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's fine. If that's not what you want, then it might not be the right place.
I'll think on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just think about it. Because I think until you know what you want, I'm not going to be able to satisfy what you want until you know what you want.
Yeah.
Has anyone got food, by the way?
No.
I think, yeah, I do. Do you need food, Aaliyah?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Yeah. So, would you, Johnny? So you're happy to go forward with, you are a member of the Manor. Mid is no longer a subsection of the Manor. We're just gonna, you know, take the people in who want to and relocate. You're in the Manor. You're a member of the Manor. In terms of the public, that's unknown. You're like a quiet member, and if problems get brought to you, as hard as it is to just firm it, Manor won't be dishing out a response. Manor won't be inquiring on your behalf to like get stuff back or anything like that. It will have to be dealt with in a way that doesn't tie it back to the Manor. In agreement on that?
Yeah, that hasn't changed since day one we spoke,
cool.
man.
All right, yeah,
Absolutely.
sweet. That's cool. That makes it easy. I'll make that known to everyone so that everyone's on the same page of if some shit happens with you, even though it's a bit of a peak one, it has to just get left because it hinders what you do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then Aaliyah, you just have a think, yeah?
Yeah, I suppose so.
My phone will be on.
I mean, I just, like, what really changes, right? Like, what, I hang out with you more? We sell weed together? We do jumps, I guess? I feel like I already can't do that, in a way. Not really, but, you know?
Well, if you decide to become a hang-around, then a lot will change. Because there'll be expectations of you. There'll be things you have to do to push the gang forward in a more street-level way. Like getting the rep of the turf, contributing financially when needed, like contributing in heists, you know, trying to learn hacks so that we can have multiple hackers, stuff like that.
Yeah, go on.